Does my daughter attend this school's LGBTQ club? What's her name? Hannah Watson? No one named Hannah Watson attends the LGBTQ club. Call down and check, please. Hi, Ms. Grayson. Does a Hannah Watson attend your LGBTQ club? Okay, thank you. Well, no one by the name of Hannah Watson attends the LGBTQ club. Fine. Have you checked the Bible study club? That's where she's supposed to be. She's probably there. Why don't you head down there? I'll buzz you in. Okay. Ms. Grayson, send Quinn to the room where the Bible study meets. Her mom is heading down there right now. Does my daughter...
And Christopher, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, what do you think Christians don't fully comprehend when it comes to witnessing to the gay community?
Yeah, I think the one thing that Christians are missing is how the world has made this huge error. And it's not just they don't understand that this is sinful behavior. I believe even a bigger error is how the world, and now Christians, are conflating sexuality with personhood. Where it's no longer, if you were asked someone who identifies as gay, whether they say they're Christian or not, you're asked them, what do you mean? They will not say, this is what I feel. They will not say, this is what I do. What they're going to say is, this is who I am. That word who reveals this huge error. Sexuality is not who you are, but how you are. And when, Frank, how can we talk to someone that this is, or even have this discussion or try to convince someone that this is sinful behavior when they don't even view it as behavior?
All right, Slakia, I was going to let the video play, but it's pausing, lagging, whatever, so let's just get into the lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, MANASSEH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And today's lesson is going to be for alphabet thing. I put in the thing. I'm not saying they're the affiliation. All right. So, there was this one video that someone had sent me, and there's this other video that I'm telling you right now, like Babylon is, or YouTube is just giving me so many weird YouTube recommendations. Okay, so yeah, I got this recommended to me, and this was sent to me from someone else. All right, so now, first things first, let's get into this. Okay, what he said over here. The who and how you are. When they say that this is who I am, when referring to said people, he's saying that it isn't who they are, it is how they are. But the thing that he fails to actually realize, all right, because this is one of the big differences between Christianity and the truth. Okay, there is a major spiritual side to things that Christians don't know, they're not aware of, and they're not familiar with. So as a result, there are going to be times where they think, oh, everyone, there's good in everyone, oh, there's good, everyone can repent, this, that, and third. When in actuality, the truth of the matter is that no, like there are just some people. Let me get that. As a matter of fact, we cannot be talking out our ass. Let me get this. Vessels. Roman. It should be Romans. It's not should. It is in Romans. Romans chapter 9 verse 22. What if Yahawadah, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth in much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? So the vessels, there are vessels that are fitted to destruction. There are vessels specifically made for destruction. All right, and that would fall under these people, said people. All right, and the thing is, all right, in addition, even more in addition to that, all right, it also is a big reveal, because it shows that they themselves are possessed by a demon. All right, let me get that first and prove it. Because when people, when there are people that say that I am this or I am whatever, okay, and it's something that's just wicked. Like when people are identifying as a thing, all right, and you have to understand what I mean by when I say a thing. I don't mean just by I am an American or I am a thing. They're giving personification to a lifestyle, for example, or they're giving a personification to a certain to like, I am murder incarnate or some shit like that, that type of stuff. And that is the thing that shows their their wicked spirit. Okay, they're personifying alphabetism. All right, and that's where the demon comes from. That's where we understand that there is a demon. Let me get this. Mark chapter 5 verse 1. And they came over onto the other side of the sea, for into the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces, neither could any man tame him. So over here, we're giving an introduction to a man that was possessed by an unclean spirit, that made him crazy, and in addition to the fact that he was crazy, he was super strong, and no one was able to hold him down or control him. Okay, which is what we see with neither could any man tame him. Taming meaning bind him, hold him, as well as they literally said no man could bind him. All right. In addition to that, whenever they put chains, fetters, or tried to bind him with something, he would just break it with his freaking super strength. All right. That came from the unclean spirit. All right. Verse 5. And always night and day. Also Slakia, because the thing is, I'm not trying to say this in a sense like, okay, so now like these people that are claiming to be demons, they get super strength. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, and the thing is, like, when there are, even today, there are people that get like super strength. We've heard of people that that go so crazy that when the police tase them, they don't go down. When the police shoot at them, it takes a long time for them to finally succumb to their bullet wounds. All right, there are instances like this, and this is an example of that. All right, it doesn't mean that, okay, well, being an alphabet or intentionally choosing to be crazy means that, oh yeah, you're gonna get superhuman strength. That's not the thing. All right, it is it's specific to a demon. Even if the demon that you get that gets on you, that possesses you, should you go seeking out a demon like that, all right, even if the demon possesses you, you're not going to be able to control it. It's going to control you. You're going to be the passenger, and you're not going to be able to enjoy any of that stuff. So, and in addition to that, like a lot of all the times, okay, hold on, yeah, actually, no, let me don't even need to say it, because right here, verse 5, and always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. He was miserable. He wanted to die, because he wanted to kill himself because of the unclean spirit that was constantly tormenting him. The unclean spirit, the demon that possessed him, while it might seem, oh, it's so cool to have superhuman strength or whatever, but at the same time he was being tormented. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know exactly how they were tormenting him, but it's clearly a very mentally draining battle, because in his mentally draining battle that's going, that's where the demon is just, either saying stuff, doing stuff, or help projecting images in its mind while it dwells in him, inside of him. All right, because we can understand this because not only is the man crying, but he's also cutting himself, trying to kill and attempting to take his own life. All right, so now verse 6. Verse 6, but when he saw Yahawashi afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yahawashi, thou son of the Most High Yahawah? I adjure thee by Yahawah, permit me not. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. And again, as I was previously stating before, how these people say this is who I am. This is another thing where the demon will identify in place of said person. All right. So in the event of, as he was talking about how there were people that were saying that this is who I am, this is actually who the demon is. The demon that's possessing them to do wickedness. All right. And again, but I will say that there was a Christian that actually did kind of like identify that and acknowledge that. So yes, but at the same time, like at the end of the day, most Christians, they don't know that. So it doesn't really mean too much. But I did want to say that, they are like, what's a word? They're checking out, the prophets. They see that the prophets, because no one talks about freaking, demon possession, being prevalent in today's society, or how people, or it's like identifying these people, all right, as actually being demons. Okay, only the prophets truly identify these people as demons. All right, rightfully so, as they truly are. All right. But yeah, and then Yahawashi removed the demon. But the primary thing I wanted to show was the fact that this dude that was in the tombs, okay, that was crazy, super strong, he was being tormented, and he identified when he was being addressed, he identified himself as the demon, not as, oh, my name is whatever, the son of such and such and such and such. All right, and this is what is going on now. All right, another thing that kind of spiritually supports this is, look at what they are referring to, which is, this is another video that I showed at the beginning. These people are referring to their biological, not biological, their birth names. Okay, so it's the name that you were given at your birth. They're referring to their birth names as dead names. All right, so this is another thing that that is spiritual. Okay, why would you refer to it as your dead name rather than your birth name? Because once it is a spirit, it's very spiritual that they want to be, in a similar sense how we have to be reborn again. All right, they want their old self to be dead. They want to take on. It's kind of like how what's it called? Babylon wants to basically be the new Yahawah, okay, the new Most High power, and replace Yahawah, which is a common story on how people understand that Satan, or people believe that Satan was trying to take the Most High Yahawah's spot in heaven, when it actually never happened. But the true one that's trying to, the true person that's trying to take the most high spot, especially during, not during, but especially among other people, or take it from, make people, all right, the masses of people worship them, is Esau Edom, the physical demon Satan, all right. And we see that in, okay, let me dot this, because this bitch is actually fucking scaring me. As I was saying, they have, so as a result, they want these people to be quote unquote born again, all right. But in addition to that, they also want these people to, you know, to be renewed in their Babylonian mindset, all right. Now let me also get this. Well, actually, first, just in order to kind of support my, in 2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 17, okay, it says the world shall be weaker through age, as well as more evils shall increase upon evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So a lot of times people are more susceptible, are growing more susceptible to evil, and we see this more now, as there's a lot of people that are okay with this, if not okay with it, but a part of said wickedness, all right. Now when we get this as well, Hebrews chapter 12 verse 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And we know that Esau is these so-called white people, all right, and they are the ones this agenda. In addition to that, all right, they have a major influence across the world, not just in Babylon, but across the world, where people have been adopting their morals and mindsets, all right. So in addition, as a result of that, you know, a lot of people, the world is growing weaker and weaker, as well as more evil, because we see this type of evil almost everywhere, all right. In some areas it is outlawed. I think Saudi Arabia, outlaws Saudi Arabia outlaws that specifically, but still, and there's basically pushback, you know, people, other countries, other heathen nations fighting against it, yes, but it doesn't change the fact that, you know, a lot of people, a lot of the, you know, common folk, if you want to call them that, are still vulnerable to actually falling prey to said demon possession or even influence, all right. Romans chapter 8 verse 16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. So the same way that we are able to identify, because the thing is, when we as Israelites, we don't identify who is an Israelite just by appearance, okay. There's a lot of different questions we need to ask, because we are Israelites by the flesh, in terms of Abraham. We are from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right. So this is what determines if we are an Israelite or not. If our father's bloodline on his father's side, on our father's side, on the father's side, goes back all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right. So if it does, then there's still going to be an instance where people are going to look like other nations. So someone can look like an Edomite, someone can look like a Moabite, an Israelite, whatever. Someone can be dark skinned, look like a so-called white man, so-called Chinese man, so-called Indian, so-called black, so-called African. Okay, but we don't determine if we are Israelites based on physical appearance. We base it on, you know, like, do we fall under the curses? Do our people fall under the curses? Do we as individuals fall under the curses? Do we as individuals have our parents? Do we know of our father, okay, our father's bloodline that goes all the way back to an Israelite man. All right, there's a lot of different factors that go into it, and we can't just say, okay, well, I saw this so-called white person, I cursed him out just for being a white person. No, that is not what we do. Okay, we take the time to, say, okay, you know what? Let me ask some questions, and if the spirit is with them, if the spirit is dealing with them, if the Lord YAHAWASHI is dealing with them, then that must mean that they're going to. And that means that they're going to, they're going to say, you know what, this makes sense. They're going to resonate. It's going to resonate with them, and this is one of the biggest indicators on, determining if someone is an Israelite or not. Because most people, they get offended when you speak the truth about them, especially today. More so today compared to ever before. A lot of people, they get mad and they will get defensive and they will want to fight and attack you for saying something that's just truthful. Okay, so the parallel of that, the reason why I say this is there's a parallel to that, and that is this whole demon thing. All right, the whole demon possession thing with these people. Okay, this is the spirit bear witness that they are sons. Well, let me actually get that first. John chapter 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, for because there is no truth in him. He speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is, what I was basically getting at, them being of their father the devil. So because they are of their father the devil, they're going to act like their demonic father. All right, and the father of all this, wickedness, the primarily being the whole alphabet stuff, it is Esau, Edom. Okay, most other nations didn't really have that. Okay, I think I seen Africans. There was a whole, I don't think I can, obviously I can't show it, but like there was a whole ass thing of correction rape, where they would get a woman that claims to be LGBT, and a bunch of men would just rape her until she turns. Okay, and that's in Africa or with Ham. All right, like I'm not gonna say that's a good thing. That's definitely not a right thing to do. But like this is the going through that. This is the stuff that they're fighting against. All right, and in addition to that, this is also a result of Esau, Edom. Okay, at the end of the day, even though yes, these other nations chose some wild ways to handle their stuff, but it's like like what else do you expect? All right, like it's just like, well, what do you want them to do really? Like there's nothing to do, because Esau has just sowed his seeds of destruction almost damn near everywhere. All right, so Slocky. Again, I'm not, just for the sake of the video, I'm not, just for the sake of making it clear, I'm not condoning any of that. I'm just saying that, the fact of the matter is that, Esau brought this upon these types of people. Okay, there's also I think Saudi Arabia, because I just recently heard of news how they handle it. I think they said that they just kill them. So I guess that's more humane. I don't know the details on how they do it, but I heard they kill anyone that that even remotely suggests acting in an alphabet type of way. So yeah, but this is just how things are. Is it perfect? No, but whatever. This is just how the other nations handle it. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. These people, all right, they aren't familiar with how things are, and the fact is that there are demons. There are demons that possess people. The same way that there is YAHAWASHI, the Most High, the God of the Bible, YAHAWASHI, the Savior, angels, and all that, there are also going to be demons. And you can't just think that, okay, Yahweh is only good. No, okay? There needs to be a balance to things, okay? And we also need to be susceptible to resisting it. Okay, we can't just fall towards our lust. Speaking to myself first and foremost, I gotta help get myself resistant as well. We all do. We all have to do. It's a fight for us all. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahawashi, Ba'asham, Kakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.